Happy Tuesday, Team Brandy. This is Brandy Fluker-Reid, State Representative Candidate for the Suffolk 12th. I'm coming to you late on this Tuesday because I was actually participating at a standout for most of the day with a team of volunteers from the times the polls opened until they closed for the local Town of Milton election. And in that process, I was able to have conversations with future constituents, fingers crossed, and hear their concerns, their challenges, and what they're looking for in their next state representative. And I just wanted to briefly share an encounter I had today with someone who lives in the district and cares deeply about criminal justice reform, really because of their own experiences and background. But most notably, they have a sibling who was convicted of a crime and is currently serving a life sentence. In the course of this conversation with that particular constituent, one of the things that came up was the fact that this particular sibling had a mental health condition that developed much later in life after the person was already married with children, and it went untreated, undiagnosed, and then ultimately they found themselves involved with the courts and our justice system. For those of you who aren't aware, we actually have closed down our state hospitals throughout the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. There are some studies that show the connection and the link between the lack of mental health services and some of our neighbors who are currently incarcerated. It is critically important that we are addressing the root causes for any societal challenge that we might be trying to solve for and to make more equitable. And having that conversation with a constituent, thinking about my own experiences as a public defender here, and also with my social work background and even the advocacy I did most recently to ensure that our students across the Commonwealth had access to mental health professionals throughout their learning, I can tell you unequivocally that it is so important that we are supporting our neighbors who have trauma, that we are actually addressing the root cause, and that we are providing the mental health services that are necessary to ensure that our neighbors who are currently incarcerated are actually receiving the help they need, so that way they can successfully re-enter and reduce their recidivism and thrive in our community. I have so many thoughts on criminal justice reform and what we can do that I didn't think it was fair to try to make a video and summarize it all. So what I'm encouraging people to do, if you are watching this through Instagram, the next page you see will say something to the effect of "Ask me a question." Any questions you have related to my views on criminal justice, possible solutions, even my experiences in the courtroom or being a public defender, please feel free to ask me those questions. And if you happen to watch this on YouTube or Facebook, you can feel free to place questions in the chat, in the comment section, and I'll be sure to answer them. Again, this is Brandy Fluker-Reid. Thank you for taking the time to watch this Tuesday for the 12th, and I look forward to interacting with you another time. Have a good evening.